What up, y'all? You already know what time it is. Hit that like, subscribe, and the post notification bell for me real quick. So I wanted to follow up on a post that I made earlier where I detailed for you guys some of the foods that I've eaten over the last year, which I've found success with my physique goals based on that nutrition. So for as long as I can remember, I've resisted and didn't understand that's what I was doing. But I've resisted the notion that I need to find a why, my singular why, my reason why I get up every single morning, the reason why I do X, Y, or Z. Because my thought always was, that stuff is like, I know why I get up and I go to work, because I got to pay bills. I need money for food, I need money for gas, and the baby needs diapers and stuff like that. And I know why I'm nice to my wife and I treat my kids right, because I want to have a nice, happy family, right? Like, these kind of things kind of seem self-explanatory to me. And then it dawned on me, I don't need to find my why. I need to find out why. I need to find out what it is, why I resist suggestion so much historically, why I intentionally seem to work over or against my own best interests. It couldn't have been my kids, right? I've got 5. Y'all know that. If it were my kids, if my kids were my why, I wouldn't have chosen addiction. I wouldn't have ended up in prison 4 times. I would not have a string of failed relationships and people out there right now who probably still don't like me for some of the wreckage that I caused in their lives. I wouldn't have sabotaged on nearly every opportunity afforded to me in my entire adult life. Almost every single one. I wouldn't have tried to commit suicide and almost died from the most severe ones, ending up in ICU for nearly 14 days. The reasons why, a reason why, it could be reason, could be reasons why. Again, this is what I needed to figure out. This is what made the biggest difference in my life. Not to say that this is the only thing that I needed to address or pay more attention to. Of course not. And also not to say that, oh, you got something to say? My co-star, she got something to say too. And also, I'm not saying that in order to be successful, that one needs to do this. I recognize that's not true. There are many people who find success financially, academically, whatever. But I posit an idea, I have an instinct, I have a feeling that many of those people are not fulfilled. That money, the houses, car, trips, whatever, you name it, insert thing, it only sustains them to a degree. And that's why you see them striving for more, like a hoarder's mentality, trying to fill this void. These are things, this is review, but review is good. Like I always say, it's like practice. I'm speaking from my personal experience. I'm a person who likes to see bigger picture and do my best to find deeper meaning behind things, because I would be incredibly disappointed and hard-pressed to find a logical reason for any of this where everything as simple as just make more money and you'll be happy. Build a business is my why. That's ridiculous. No. My kids are my why. That's ridiculous. I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and he made a very salient point when speaking about boundaries he would set with people in his life. Being very clear. And this person has found their passion, and I believe their why, or this might be just a part of their why. I won't attempt to share their story or testimony here, but the way I was impacted by it was, I have to love myself before I can love anybody else. Circling back again to, why am I getting in my own way? Where do I need to dig? What tools do I need to bring? Or what tools do I need to acquire? Bigger picture. What is your why? That's a horrible question. Just some thoughts. Peace, y'all.